Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Samit here, and we're really excited to kind of bring this episode specifically about resell to you. Yesterday, we covered the four R's. The four R's was the research, resell, referral, and reputation. So, yesterday, we obviously went really deep into reach and how that's really important for your business, how you can survive on the internet market. And today, what we're going to be diving into is a very important topic. Most of you out there probably already are doing this in your business, and when we break it down for you, you'll see that you might have some of these steps here. But resell online is a very powerful thing. It's kind of how you're going to lower your advertising costs in the long run and really spend more of your money on your warm market. Really helping the people that really want to get help from you, right? The right customer at the right time strategy and the right marketing on top of that throughout the customer lifetime, right? So that's how you're going to increase that customer's value. So that's what we're really going to be talking today is that the patients that you have today in your clinic, strategies, things that you can do right now in your clinic after this particular episode to increase the value of your patients right now. So I'm going to hand it over to Oscar. He's going to just start us off here, and then we'll dive more so into some of the stuff that I'm going to be talking about, which is more related to how you're going to do this on your actual systems. So go ahead, Oscar, take it away. Almost kind of reads like how much you paying for cosmetics. It's okay. It's kind of like the Pareto rule. Yeah, absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, this happens each and every time. If you go through your customer patient list right now, if you've been in in business for the past several years, even 1 year, just look at your patient list and then just kind of if you wrote down how much did this customer come in, you'll realize that if you really did the math, this kind of works out. Not going to be exactly 80.00, 20.00, but it'll be in that neighborhood, 5-10% deviation, but the prayer rule will always hold true, right? And that provides us opportunity is really what that tells us. That's correct. That's absolutely correct. Absolutely. And the strategy that we're really trying to do here, I think that's a really important point that you brought up, Oscar, is that if you just increase your business 10%, right? The strategies that we're talking about in a lot of this material can go well beyond the 10%, right? That's what we've seen. But just increasing your business 10%, what would that mean to you, right? For your business, for your staff, for just for your community that you're servicing that many more people, right? Just by improving your business 10%. Awesome, Oscar. All right, I'm gonna just take over the screen. I'm gonna get the whiteboard up. There we go. Choose a favorite color here. All right. So to add on, one of the biggest things to take away is, I took in that last segment is really it's just about 10%, right? I just really want to point this out. 10%, if you could just increase your business, right, through many of the different strategies. And so far, you know, we've talked about obviously using these systems for reach, right? We already said you could reach tons of targeted leads already. Now, if you reach, and we already told you that in the last video as well too, that for $5 you could reach about 10,000 targeted people in some cases, right? Sometimes it might even just be as low as 1,000, let's just even say, right? Which it can be, right? $5 CPM. CPM means in our world cost per mille, right? Cost per 1,000. Even if that was 5,000, right? And your ad or your situation wasn't even that great, and you said you only get a 1% conversion rate, right? And that's about 10 people here, right? So if you got 10 people off of $5, what can that mean for your business, right? Is that the 10% increase that month, right? Just $5 spent strategically, right? So I just wanted to just kind of get these things as you think about it. Obviously you guys have a different proposition. I'm going to kind of go through that right now. And most of you doctors will realize that you probably have this going on already, right, in your clinic. So what I want to show right here, this is I've had years of practice of drawing this, so I'm really good at it. So this is called the value ladder, right? So most of you probably already have this going on in your business, as I mentioned, and some of you may not, right? But let's just look at it from a certain perspective. So let's take just gonna take dentist because that's the doctor that I visit the most out of all doctors out there. So what intrigues me about the dentist, and this has been used time in and time out, is always they're going to give you something for free, right? The free diagnosis, the free cleaning, maybe. Maybe they do like a 10-minute whitening. I don't know, right? So they're always giving away something for free. So I'll use a different color here. This is your free stage, right? You're just trying to get the patient in the door, right? Or they see an ad, they want to maybe come in the door because they're going to save 50% or something, right? That's the coupon phase or just to kind of get them intrigued, right? Now the next thing is, if they come in for, this free diagnosis, this free cleaning, you take that moment, that time period that's right here to kind of upsell them into something else. Maybe they have a cavity, right? Maybe they need a root canal, right? Maybe they want some cosmetic work done, right? Um, More money, right? We'll use a different thing to represent money, which is this was free. This was maybe the $200 item, right? Or 500, right? Depending on what you percentage that you get off that. And this is obviously maybe the $1,800 item or the $2,500 item. Then there's probably another item where someone maybe comes in and it's like, hey, I want to get veneers, right? So every single one of these, one thing I want to point out is like the person that's getting veneers, and they're going to buy the veneers if you do a good job at the other level, if you do a good job at that level. Most people will only invest more money into you, like Oscar was mentioning, 80% of your revenue is coming from 20% of your customers, and most of it is repeat people, right? So in order, and if that's your business, that's the bulk of your business. If you did more of this, your business would increase, right? And your average cart value. So if in the internet world, someone would come to a funnel right here, and maybe you upsell them into something else, right? So that would increase your average cart value. But essentially, what we're talking about here is to really increase your average patient value, right? You want to be able to take that patient on a journey. They don't have just this back problem. They need to be able to be nimble in their old age. They need to be able to understand good nutrition and health. They need to be able to get the full care package, right, for a wellness clinic. So you could do this with every single business, but I would definitely start for you to start thinking about your value ladder in your business. And the value ladder could be multiple value ladders. So what I mean by that is, let me just clear this out real quickly here. One could have a value ladder for, males and females 50 plus in their business. And then another value ladder for, people that are between 25 and 40-year olds, right? Because they're going through different situations at different times. And then for little children, you might have a different value ladder, right? But each value ladder has a total value, and that total value, let's just say this total value over here is $5,000, total value over here is $5,000, total value over here is $1,000. That's where the top, that's where you want your customer to be at, is at the $1,000 mark, is at the $5,000 mark, is at the $5,000 mark. But the reality is customers are going to be in different parts of the journey. So, the reality is that what we could do, in the internet world, that's really awesome these days is, rather than sending them another postcard to get them to the next step, what we're going to be talking about later on is this beautiful thing where when we implant the code in one place, that Facebook provides us this, right? Everybody has this, the Facebook code. It's called a Facebook Pixel. And this Facebook Pixel, what the genius thing that this does when you utilize this in your clinic is that anyone that comes to any page, any part, any property, any piece of any point in your website or your online existence, you could put them into a custom audience and then tell Facebook to target only those people with this offer, right? Because they may have already gotten your free product. Maybe you make a custom audience of people that have come in for cavities, right? You've segmented your data to that. So maybe the next best step for someone like that would be to get like a, 6-month cleaning plan, right? So you're like, these people's teeth are probably, always prone to cavities because they don't clean it. They're probably good candidates for getting their teeth clean. Let's get them on the teeth cleaning campaign. And if you target this group of people and have the right messaging, you better believe if they know you, they most likely will opt in, right? So you can literally create revenue for your business just because you've segmented your data, right? And that's going to be really important when we're just going to start to resell our services, not getting new patients, right? New patients are great and everything, but getting your existing customers through this value chain is really going to be a game changer for your clinic, right? That's really what we wanted to try to stress, is that with technology, we can help you just professionalize and just supersize, I would say, your results in your clinic, right? Understanding your metrics, as we said in our previous videos, is super important. And this is that's what's going to allow us to do, is it's going to allow us to attach the pixel and get all that data across the value ladder, right? Even understand, oh, well, if you have to write this piece of content, because we spoke about content earlier in our first video, that it's this content that's selling this value ladder, right? It's talking about how great veneers are in older age versus any other solution out there. It's more cost effective. Bam, you send that to your people that already know you, like you, and trust you. You're going to get a hot result there, right? And also, if you send it to cold traffic, it's better to have that targeted positioning, right? And then obviously you're going to be focusing more so on the bottom part of your ladder, right? So anyway, this is just a slice of what we do with a lot of clinics and how we help them understand the prices that they're trying to sell anyway, and how to arrange that in much more of a cohesive way so that the patient journey is just enhanced, right, through the items that we utilize. So, that's really what I have for you guys today. Hopefully that helped explain a little bit more about the value ladder. Some of you should definitely go back home tonight, take a piece of paper out and then just write down. I mean, maybe you know it on the top of your head, that's great, but write down your value ladder, right? And shoot it over to us, at agency at theautomatedclinic.com. We'd love to comment on your stuff. We'd love to help you out. So what do you think, Oscar? Do we want people to send some of their stuff to us, and we'd love to just look at it to just double check if this is the right direction for them? Awesome. Awesome. So let me just turn my video on here. So I just wanted to say, I guess, thank you so much for joining us today. Hopefully now you guys understand a little bit more about the resell part in your business and that you should definitely start to look into and think about this section. And as we said, we're going to have it on the below of the screen, Oscar. It's going to be agency at theautomatedclinic.com. Send myself, Oscar, an email. We read all the emails there. And, what we want to do is we want to help a lot of you guys out there. I think one of the goals we were talking about, I want to help 1,000 doctors in 2019 take their business and get it going, right? So again, this is not for every single clinic out there. It's for the ones that understand that this is going to help them grow. And I've spoken to doctors in my own personal family that are winding down. So this is the kind of stuff that's not going to really help them because it's going to supercharge your business. It's going to get you a lot of business, right? And so as you think about getting business, getting new patients, think about your value ladder, right? Because when you think about your value ladder, you think about the conversation to have with each part of that ladder. And if you think about each part of the conversation that you're going to have, you can start thinking about the different sequences and funnels that you have to build in your marketing. And that's really what we're trying to what we get deeper into with doctors is that specific messaging so they can get that clinic more automated, right? If you just want to have all the appointments for a certain service on one calendar, these are the type of things that are possible now. So you can organize your clinic and organize your operations as well too. That translates over to everything in your business, right? So it's how you do one thing in your business, it's how you do everything in your business, right? So with that said, thank you so much everybody for joining us.